Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Sorcerer Supreme Issue 3 2025. Ooh, we got Madeline Pryor, we got Chthon, we got Wanda, we got the snakes. So this is actually pretty cool. We do actually get all three of them in here. Not really in this kind of dream within a dream kind of thing that's going on here, but it is kind of cool to see how Madeline Pryor is kind of involved in this, because I've mainly just really been exposed to her when she was linked up with Spidey and what was going on with Chasm and everything like that. So, we had seen that Wanda had gotten pretty much, blazed apart by, Agatha's thing, Agatha's spell, so let's kind of see what's going on here. The Sleeping Beyond. You haven't removed your shoes, Wong. Forgive me for soiling your personal hell. The rest of your realm is so tidy. Very sassy, Wong. I heard no complaints when you begged for entry into my lavish prison. A prison to you, Chthon. To me, this is a place of freedom. The Vishanti gifted Agatha Harkness powerful new artifacts, and she set the Sanctum Sanctorum's magic ablaze. This was my only refuge. Even Bats is in there. It's like, yeah, I kind of had no choice. And then he's just being like, hey, I'm a little dick shit. Harkness once ripped out my heart, allegorically at least. See Scarlet Witch Annual, Issue 1. I recall such things. How lucky that I find myself spoiling her fun. How lucky, and how sweet. There's little to say when your world is on fire. Little to say. It's like, okay, so Chthon is actually kind of helping Wong to spite Agatha. Alright, just be careful on that. In too much pain to put into words. My name is Wanda Maximoff, once the Scarlet Witch, now the Sorcerer Supreme, and I have one of my best friends to thank for the inferno that's taken my flesh. And then she's kind of blitzing in, which is very interesting, how the art kind of showcases her kind of coming into limbo. No, not my flesh. The spells and charms woven into every fiber of my being. Agatha Harkness started this fire. She should know better than to think my tools end with magic. A chronal hex will choke the flames. Make it as if they'd never risen at all. And thankfully, seeing her kind of Scarlet Witch thing there, The fire didn't reach the Cloak of Levitation and the Eye of Agamotto. Good. The talismans are alive, are more than a bit alive. I am their sworn guardian, and they are unharmed, as is the true Darkhold, as she starts getting kind of fucked up because of what the fire kind of did to that. The book, A Deep Pit of Nightmares, is bound to my soul, and with my defensive wards destroyed, the nightmares want out. If it isn't the Great Pretender, as all the nightmares of the Darkhold are trying to escape from her, it's like, that's not good! Yeah, Agatha, you might not want to have killed her, but, holy fucking shit, you've now done some crazy-ass shit. Let me see. Madeline Pryor, it's like, holy fuck. That's a pretty good page one there, as we're getting, a lot of vertical and kind of smaller kind of panels, which are very interesting. Welcome to Limbo, Wanda. You're far from home. Here, the Goblin Queen is Sorcerer Supreme. It's really weird that she's, the Goblin Queen, and then there's, a Queen Goblin, and that's not on her, not on this. It's just trying to keep that shit straight. It's like, fucking shit. Yeah. Earth's true master of the mystic arts promised me tribute. Now, here you are. We have been allies, yes. We worked well together, against a common enemy. But Limbo is a corrupt place, rife with treachery and ambition. I must mind my rule. Destroying you will leave no question about the force of my reign. Okay. Wanda's looking really fucking bad there. It's like, oh shit. It's like, okay, so she's pretty much trying to use this opportunity to kick her while she's down and make her reign more absolute. It's like, wait, no. What are you doing? What is this? Some new scheme? I cut you to ribbons. I set your demons free. They tore you apart from the inside. Where are you? And as bubbling and goopifying stuff's going on, it's like, oh shit. Don't you know, Madeline? You're the Goblin Queen. This is your realm. It is. Of course it is. So enough of these games. I'm not the one playing games. Aren't you? Face me, Wanda. Stop hiding. Who's hiding? I'm right here, Madeline, and you should have remained my ally. It's a far more pleasant thing to be. No. The Eye of Agamotto reveals the truth. It shatters lies and illusions alike. As we see a giant eye ooh, shit. Even yours. And that's a crazy one-pager, kind of blasting her shit. Oh, as we see all that kind of crackling kind of glass around there. Now you may welcome me to Limbo. Before you were in my head. You sound surprised. Your mind may run on chaos, but I'm not some sad alien empath. I come from the strongest telepathic stock there is. You could never keep me out. Jean always hated you, you know. Maybe I inherited that from her. That is a lie. Is it? Who's the mind reader here? Agatha is using you, Madeline. I can't let you keep me here. Step aside. You don't give the orders. You don't really know Limbo at all. Let me deepen your understanding. This is a place of corruption. And I really like seeing her kind of like get up from her being on the ground, and then we see Madeline kind of transforming into a different kind of form with a scythe that starts like bubbling corruption shit onto Wanda, which is gnarly, which we then zoom in on her face. The corruption spreads fast, which we actually get like two little kind of like the down page and then a little bit of panel zooming in and then another one zooming in on her eye. That's actually pretty cool. And destroys the weak. And then this is it's just it's just skin crawling, even though like Wanda's like, oh, I got no skin now, bitch, and like fucking like skull and shit. That is really good art there. That's because you see the transition of like the face and eye with the shock, and then there's like the skeleton and stuff, and then down there we see all the goop on Madeline. It's like, that's really cool. That's fucking freaky. She's like, whew. Sorry, Wanda. Needs must. You speak too soon. Gah! It's like, shit. You're in my head? Mine? You were the inspiration. How? You're a witch. You're just a witch. And I'm no telepath. But we witches have psionic skills of our own. You'll choke on them. Probably not. This is Fenromancy through magic. You have your own language of the mind, but don't know the first word of ours. Yield, Goblin Queen. Yield while you can. Or what? Or what? Or I hurt you. If you make me, or I take what you cherish above all else. And this gets really kind of gnarly because she pretty much is going to hit Madeline in the only kind of weak spot that she's got. Even though I know that, like, Wanda would only do this on, like, the worst case scenario. The memories of raising your son, Nathan. Every step, every word, every moment between you and your greatest creation. If I'm right, didn't you just get it all back? Dark Web X-Men issue 3. As we see Madeline there and seeing all her memories and everything. With like Scott and Nathan and all that. Even seeing some Wolverine. You can't. You wouldn't. There's no way. You're a mother too, and I hate that we're here. You chose this. You got to deal with Agatha. This is the cost, but you can still surrender. I won't forget. If you do this, you'll never be rid of me. Do you even understand what you'd be taking? Are you even listening, Wanda? Wanda? And just even the threat. It's like, ooh, shit. Yeah, and you've seen kind of the stuff that I've seen kind of the stuff she's done with, like Chasm and all that. I'm like, yeah, she wouldn't seen her there, and then dropping her scythe. Okay, you win. Just don't take Nathan. And it's like, fuck, man. I yield. And then we see Wanda popping up, and no loose pages. Decent stapling at the moment, but we'll see if that lasts. I'm glad to hear it. You're Sorcerer Supreme. I respect your station, and you. That will not change. I'll be going now, yes, but what happened here will be our secret. And it's like, yeah, fucking shit. Ah! And she's pissed, but she's like, shit. My queen, what? The rumor of the battle spreads like wildfire. There is a great commotion in court. We are eager to know, have you truly defeated Earth's Sorcerer Supreme? Maximoff fled in disgrace. Send word. Let certainty kill all rumor and leave no doubt. The Scarlet Witch fell to my hand. And she, of course, is using it for her own kind of advantage. And be like, she's not here, so she can't say anything. Then we get to some really interesting stuff here, because now we're checking in on the Vishanti and them being dumb assholes. The Crossroads, the Inner Planes. The Sorcerer Supreme has escaped from Limbo. And it's like, what the fucking shit's kind of going on there? Really crazy, gnarly ass, freaky crap, man. Freaky shit. Alive and vengeful Agatha might have stopped her had she not played with her food. Must you refer to Maximoff by that title, Agamotto? She is an unhinged thief. As for Harkness, even the oldest of mortals can still be childish. She knows Maximoff, but that may not be the asset we thought. Familiarity breeds contempt. Harkness was told to make Wanda suffer, not pass on the task. She was loath to obey our wrath. Perhaps she seeks to outmaneuver it. Or perhaps she's angry we invoked it at all. As the only one here who used to be immortal, let me tell you, they hate when help comes with strings. Strings? It is gratitude. We saved that witch from the other. The bill is due. It's like, okay, the other. Leaning in between her and stuff like that. That's what's kind of happening. Indeed. And consider, Ashtur, that we are the Vishanti. We are the three who are one, and yet not all is known between us. Yes, we saved Harkness long ago from a threat that we knew well. Ancient Atlantis called the beast the Other. We named it the Death Blood, one of the lost extinction weapons. It's like, okay. Harkness and all the Atlanteans were menaced by a war machine of our own making. Those fucking dick shits put Atlantis in that spot and then fucking use that to be like, oh, we saved you, Harkness. When Agatha learns that. Hopefully she'll eyes with Wanda. In shame, we called ourselves her saviors. We put an Urath upon her. In truth, we were cleaning up a long-forgotten mess. And that's gonna start popping up on you, you asshole. Enough, Hogarth. Harkness is not owed the truth. We must look to the task at hand. Wanda is free. She will confront Harkness. Our Sorcerer Supreme cannot fail. She must be empowered like never before. Ashtur, divesting such power could weaken the chains of Mortarga. If what break? I am one of the Vishanti. It is my artifacts that chose Wanda. Yet I've never heard of such chains, Mother, or these extinction weapons. Why? Such a burden would bring you no benefit. The chains will hold. They must hold, just as Maximoff must be removed from power. It's like, okay, taking the Vishanti out would probably fuck up whatever that is, so they'd have to deal with that. But at this point, they don't know what the fuck they're actually doing, and are just screwing around, like, just being a bunch of assholes. So I would rather trust Wanda to figure out what she would need to do with the other shit and deal with that. So we then shift to Arlington, Virginia, USA. Vision, Billy, Tommy, thank you all for coming. There's precious little time. This is something a bit more personal that I'd like to bring to my full cabinet. Agatha Harkness has betrayed me. I've always known she was thousands of years old, but I never really considered what that meant. Perhaps this is the real her. Maybe our friendship, everything we've shared, has been the real manipulation all along. Could be, Mom. People let you down, right? How much has she done to you over the years? Always with the aim, twisted or not, of bringing aid. This feels different. What do you think, William? Could it be a ruse? Could one such as Harkness be duped? Maybe. Or maybe it's nothing calculated. Boxers settle things in the ring. We're wizards, right? We're not bound by human limits or concepts. It might be what Agatha considers friendship. What if it's just a game to her? Interesting one to bring up there, Wiccan. I have overcome my programming time and again. Harkness might do the same. We can't be sure of that, Vision, but people will suffer if I don't face her again. We can hope that Agatha can be saved, but this must end, and I won't endanger another to end it. I will confront her alone. You got this, Mom. Sure, she's got some new toys, but you can beat her. You always can. Anything's possible, right? Right? That is her belief, Thomas. But beliefs exist to be tested. I heard you speaking. I was unsure if I was welcome. What? Of course, Viv. Vision's your dad, your family. But now that Mom's gone, should we go? Let me see fucking Vision floating there. That's just a cool little thing right there. You two may leave, of course, but for too long I have been absent in your lives. That carries no easy remedy, but you are my sons, and until such a time as Wanda calls for aid, I thought we all might talk. It's like, okay, what are you thinking of talking about, Vision? The kids? Let's see. That's a lot. So it's interesting to see her having her family counsel her there. And even though I'm not completely well versed on the dynamics, it was kind of cool to see her kids kind of helping her out like that. And also Vision as well. The Sanctum Sanctorum, Manhattan, New York. This is a fool's errand, Wong. The Sanctum is just a building. Every sad bit of magic heaped upon it has been burned away. Use a spell now, and it will ring out like a bell in the dead of night. I'll know. There's nowhere to hide, Butler, unless... The Sleeping Beyond. Harkness is right outside, Chthon. You must sense it. Oh yes, I'm afraid you've been found. Of course I'd tear her apart if she entered, but it would appear that she's solved for that. But wait, no, my astral form. I haven't summoned it. Indeed you have not. She has. You two have fun. Fuck you, Chthon, you bastard. As we see Wong go into his astral form, and she's like fucking ripping his ass out. There you are, plucked from Chthon's nest. Are you proud of yourself? Are you pleased to have thrown your lot in with such filth? You burned the shit down! Oh god, this is really kind of cool here. As she's utilizing the blade. I survived, Harkness. I protected the Sanctum's denizens. I performed my duty. And now you will pay for it. As he gets, like, ripped apart. It's like, no! The Vishanti won't be happy with me maiming one of their subjects. But if they wanted obedience, they should have chosen Mordo. This is your last chance. It's like, They probably would have been better off in order, I guess. You've always been middling, Wong, but you've never been stupid. Abandon Wanda, reject her as Sorcerer Supreme, and you'll live. You're painfully loyal, but for once in your life, be smart. The Sorcerer Supreme defends magic. You burn it. The title is not yours. Wong is right, Agatha. Ah, how thoughtful. You've come to lie beneath the axe. And you've always loved an ultimatum, haven't you? Here's one. Get out of this house, Agatha, or be thrown out. And that's a fucking badass thing there. She's like in her Scarlet Witch Sorcerer Supreme glory there. And it's like, ooh. And then we get next, the duel for supremacy. Agatha Harkness returns to the Sanctum to take what's rightfully hers, but as Sorcerer Supreme, Wanda won't go down without a fight. As the Vishanti back Agatha as their chosen sorceress, Wanda discovers the truth behind her new alliance, and it will change everything she thought she knew about Agatha. The fourth one. Ooh. So, I think this was a pretty good one. It was interesting to see how Wanda dealt with Madeline pretty much putting... trying to get herself kind of back kind of together as Agatha kind of like shunted her into limbo, and holding that over Madeline, and Madeline being like, I'm not taking that chance, and keeping her memories of Nathan. And that was nuts. I knew that Wanda probably wouldn't do anything with that, but Madeline couldn't take that chance, and I understand that. Her, of course, being like, I beat her fucking ass to her subjects to make sure that she maintained control of Limbo. And that's like, okay, but the thing is, even if she lost control of Limbo, there's still magic, Ilyana Rasputin, to kind of like probably deal with that if she kind of wanted to. And seeing the Vishanti lay out that, oh, this thing that Agatha holds, like, oh god, they saved me, it's like, from something that they pretty much thunderlobbed into Atlantis. It's like, yeah, that's just one of our, like, extinction level event things that we just kind of left lying around. It's like, and then evidently there's these kind of chains holding something back. It's like, yeah, we gotta empower Agatha to make sure she can take out Wanda. And her kind of trying to figure out where Agatha is in her headspace, if it was just a manipulation or whatnot. With Vision and Wiccan and Tommy was interesting. It's like, okay, cool to see this dynamic and see it playing out. And Vision wanting to talk with the kids about Wanda. It's like, okay, we'll see where that kind of goes before Wong gets found out by Cawthon. That he's with Cawthon, and like Agatha's like, get the fuck out of here. They should have chosen Mordo if they wanted obedience on this kind of shit. It's like, oh god, yeah, we'll see how this works out. And Wanda's like, get the fuck out. It's like, there's a lot of interesting kind of stuff coming in here. So yeah, I thought this was pretty good, and I kind of like what they're doing. It's really kind of drawn me in with the Vishanti being just a lot of assholes, and it's kind of cool that we're seeing all different kind of magic users. I mean, it's interesting that we're like looking into Agatha's backstory. We're getting involved with Madeline Pryor and seeing what's kind of going on there. It's like, okay, who else is gonna be popping up and testing Wanda and seeing what's kind of going on, even though Agatha's the main test at the moment, but that's mainly the Vishanti, and the Vishanti need to be fucking removed, man. And it's kind of almost turning into a war, or at least where I'm seeing that like Wanda would be going to war with the Vishanti. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of cool stuff going on with this. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.